All right, you know who it is. G Money, Pacific Push, Taste Radio, Dash Radio, hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets. And today in the beach house, we have the streets, baby. We have South Central's own Luce Cannon.
What's up?
What's going
How
on,
everybody
cuz?
doing? What's up with it, cuz?
We chilling, baby. We chilling.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, blessed. Everything going positive for me. No negative energy. Staying sucker free.
Hey, man, I'm glad you coming with that energy, Luce, because you a wild nigga.
Now, I try not to be. I try to be the best person I could be, but certain people take us out of our characters all the time.
No, I understand that. And as a matter of fact, you represent the brand well, baby. Integrity before money.
Yes, always. Everything got to be it got to be correct or don't come correct.
All right, so let's start at the top, man. For the listeners, for the viewers, let them know who Luce Cannon is.
Luce Cannon is a nigga, a street nigga, somebody that's gonna give it to you straight, ain't gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And I mean, it just is what it is. I don't walk around the corner to get across the street. I just go around. I go straight to it. I get to it.
Nah, man, and that's why we have you on this platform, Luce. You know, we bring the streets to the beach, but at the same time, we're trying to enlighten people and get them to understand, what's going on, because everyone doesn't understand the streets. You know what I'm saying? And you have a voice. You have a big voice, a powerful voice, especially coming out of Cali.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get a lot of entertainment mixed up with the streets, and people don't really know how to decipher the difference. It's like everybody want to be street, quote unquote, but then they don't know what comes with it. And it's sad because a lot of artists mislead like regular civilians. You get what I'm saying? And then when they get in trouble, then they go against the street or whatever they think in the street code.
Yeah, and unfortunately now, with hip hop being the culture and it's everywhere, you get to see everything on your phone. The young kids are watching and using these artists as role models and such, that it's important to let them know that it's not glamorous, and a lot of people that come from these environments, it's because of, some things that are done is for survival, and there's a lot that goes on with that.
Yeah, it's like basically people don't really understand. It's like, you know how when I was growing up, they glorified the drug dealers, but now they glorify the drug users. It's because people in society, everything is switching, everything is a change. It's cool for people to snort powder or pop pills and stuff like that, and it's just like the street life. People think that it's cool to be popping guns or shooting or waving them on Instagram, doing it for the internet until something really happened. And then when things happen, then it'd be like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna happen like this. I don't know. I'm about to do 10 years. I don't know. I'm gonna do 3 years. And then they try to get their way out of it. And it's like, it's not right. I'd rather keep it straight. Like if you can't straddle the fence, you had to pick one side or the other.
The streets or the curb. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
All right, so I'm gonna give a quick rundown, Luce, and you let me know if this is accurate, because I'm trying to paint the picture as well that tells the story of who you are as an artist. So you've been shot on 2 different occasions, 3 times each. You sat down for like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You were stabbed, and one thing that was big in 2012 alone, you attended 54 funerals.
Yeah.
So this is an understanding of the individual that's, painting these pictures. So we're trying to get the people to understand the street culture and the anger behind some of these situations. But have you been to therapy? How do you cope with that trauma?
It's not like you can't even take therapy for this shit, because it really don't work. Because things that's embedded inside of you are what you've seen, or what's it's called like a generation curse. So it's like, until you break that cycle, is always be there. That stigma always be there. Like my dad is on death row, right? My two brothers got life in prison. I went to prison, so it's just like for me to stop it, I have to do something totally different just to break that cycle. And it's like it's hard being in a certain circumstances where you got to do certain things because for your life to change or it just never get better.
No, and then there's things that are going to trigger you. You know, like I understand the patience. Like patience runs very thin in the streets, especially like you know how people joke around on social media. You can say the wrong thing in any situation and lose your life. You know?
No, you can't. People think that it's everything is all fun and games because they behind a keyboard, and certain niggas don't play like that. It just is difficult.
All right. So how did you get your name Luce Cannon?
Basically, I got it from the Big U. If you know who's Big U, since
it's your uncle, correct?
Yeah, that's my uncle. So since I was like 5 years old, I used to just do like some wild bad shit or whatever like that. And he used to always whoop my ass. And he said, "I'm tired of your ass looking being a loose cannon." And that's how it stuck to me.
Well, you survived, man, and you out here looking good. You blessed. You getting money. The streets are choosing you. So outside of that, I know you're saying therapy in a sense of speaking to someone. The therapist didn't help, but how do you cope? And do you use the music? And has the music become therapeutic for you?
You know, music is always gives you it channels energy, so it always gives you a breakthrough. It gives you that sense of urgency, like I could get out the hood if I tell my story and let everybody understand. Don't glorify the streets. Think something better. Give you awareness of the streets on what I went through. How you could not go through the same like street life, but that's therapy. Like to me, when I do get into music, I don't write or anything like that. I just get in it and just visualize everything and just go on off of how I feel.
No, that's real. And I know you had a relationship with Nipsey Hussle, you know, rest in peace. And I was one of those Nip fans early on, like when Bullets Ain't Got No Name, and you see how after he passed, the legacy grew. And it doesn't matter, you know how people say jump on the bandwagon, but it's good to see them embrace him. So how was that relationship, one, and do you remember your last conversation?
Yeah, I remember the last conversation because it's so fucked up. And this is like breaking news too, right? So I was telling Nip, I'm like, you need to get out the hood. You get what I'm saying? Like, you getting too big for this. Like, you don't need to be around. He was like, no, cuz I'm gonna stay here until I die. I'm like, cuz you don't want to die. You want to live. You want to have your legacy or whatever. Then I'm in the hood. I'm right down the street, and then I get a call, and I'm like, Nip just got killed. I'm like 6-0, like, no, he did it. Or whatever. So I called his phone. He picked up. So I thought it was a joke. Then 30 minutes later, he died.
No, and it was a tragic loss in hip hop, right? But I am going to ask you this question because it's street shit, right? And I spoke to somebody about this. I've shared it. And regardless how people feel in these situations, when you do say things and you use certain words and terms, rat, this, that, and the third, you know you got to be on point and you got to remove, because in these situations, those are words that'll get you killed. And unfortunately, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's like he got into it with my homie Baby Shitty and stuff like that, and then they actually got in a physical altercation like a week before, and so people already know, like in my area, my section, that Baby Shitty ain't no fighter, so it's just a matter of when. You get what I'm saying? And Nip knew, but he just didn't know. He just felt like he was bigger than the program. and nobody is bigger than a program. That's, I mean, you can't say certain words and do certain things and thinking just because you got a certain status that it's gonna carry you along the way. You untouchable. Everybody get touched in the streets.
And I'm glad I got a chance to say that and speak to somebody that's qualified to speak on it. Because a lot of times, you know, with the internet, everyone has a voice and opinion, but everyone isn't qualified to speak on certain situations, especially if you don't know the rules of the street. Whether you like them, you love them, it is what it is. But, you know, it's unfortunate, and hopefully his legacy lives on. But being that he's not here anymore, do you feel you have a responsibility to keep that message going?
No, of course, but I want to do it in a different way where people, you don't have to die to be successful.
Yeah, no,
And
definitely.
I want people to give me my flowers while I'm still living. I don't want to wake up and be like the biggest rapper because I got killed, which we see like how MO3 was. Like everybody seen his talents, but they wasn't fucking with him. They didn't give him that chance. Now he's bigger than what he was. Same thing with every artist. They just get bigger when they die, and it's crazy.
No, that's why I have on a Pop Smoke shirt right now, because even when I got hip to pop, it was already too late. You know, it's
Yeah,
already too late.
yeah, that's just crazy. It's detrimental how society works.
No, but while we have you on this platform, and I'm really enjoying this conversation, let's give you your flowers. Let's talk about 36 O's in the applesauce, baby. Cookout.
Yeah, no, that just, I mean, it's just real shit. Like everybody know what it is. You get what I'm saying? It's like people from the streets or know about the streets know goodness well it's like you have to do certain things to survive, to try to better yourself. I could say it's probably cutting corners because I could do working 9 to 5 or anything like that, but I feel like a 9 to 5 tell me how much money I could spend on rent, how much money I could pay for a water bill, how much money I could do to go out. Can I go out this weekend? Or if I put my own like my method and my ways, my hustling and anything like that, and certain avenues that I do, I don't have to take those regular steps trying to build. I went to school. I got my AA in journalism and broadcasting, but I just realized that shit wasn't for me. It was like it is what it is. I want to be bigger. I want to be a voice, even though I'm still young and stuff like that, but I still is knowledgeable to do like, you know, like I have a message.
No, and the music, it comes across. We were listening to it. You know, as a matter of fact, right here, you know, I have some Cali natives and we playing it, and Cookout has that sound, you know, that boom, boom. They're like, no, we like this. I was like, no, I'm fucking with Cookout. You know,
Yeah,
you know, it's a good record. So you produced that as well, right?
of course. I produce, right, I do everything.
All right, so Cookout's out now. What's next?
We got Draco the Ruler. We got a song with him called Ball Out. I got a song with Offset that's coming out. I got a song with Rich the Kid and Quavo that's coming out. So it's just like I got a lot of stuff that I've been working on, and it just like God has been blessing me. I'm on an interview with you. Shout out to Kelly, and you know it's like we working, like DJ Kelly said.
No, man, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the rest of the music. I was ready for you. I said, yo, he got the Red Bull in his hand, but if I see that Crown Apple, shit might get crazy. Luce be pulling out all type of fucking shit out them bags.
Hell yeah. No,
You
but
know?
we got to. I'm in the hood right now, so you see me looking around and stuff like that because you have to stay with your head on the swivel out here.
No, of course, 100%. So, you know, being that so you in South Central right now.
Yeah, I'm on a
Uh,
block.
all right, so let's talk about that. I want to talk about your 3 favorite things, and you can keep it South Central, you can keep it LA, it's your choice. But I'm gonna ask you, you can answer them one at a time. All right, your
Yeah.
favorite place to eat, your favorite place to go get fresh, the fashion, and with everything you've been through, you have to celebrate. So where do you go to have fun?
Okay, the first thing, the favorite food is gonna be Yee's. It's a Chinese food place out here, or Roscoe's, because it's either or. The second thing is, well, my turn up spot is every strip club. It got to be like I feel at home each time I go to a strip club, because I know goodness well it's like it's a celebration when I'm doing things. If I'm popping bottles and stuff like that, it's for a reason. I must took like 12 L's that week, and then at the end of the week I got that one W. So we celebrating that. And then the second question is shit. The Beverly Center, anything with high-end stores. I like, because I like everything I like. It's not like I glorify like the Louis Vuitton and Gucci and stuff like that, but it's like a trophy. It's like I feel good because I can actually afford it. I could do what I want to do. I could wear it and don't look like everybody else walking down the street or in this club, or I just feel good because it's just like, it's me. This is what I deserve. I want to be the best. I want to dress the best. I want to look the best.
All right. And then the last one for you, Luce, is what does Luce Cannon do in South Central LA to have fun?
Like basically my having fun is like giving back to the kids, to youth. So like once a week, my uncle, he do like the kids football and stuff like that. And then my job is like on Sundays, I always take them to breakfast or I take them to dinner. Like the 5 and 6 year olds. So I'll be having like, like 15, 20 kids all at a time. And we just gonna get something to eat. I just been doing that for like the last 3 years.
Come on, Luce, you just knocked it out the park, man. That's why they put you in here with me. I knew we were gonna have a good time because you know what goes on in the internet, and sometimes you have to go out there and talk and let them know who you are. But it's beautiful to hear that coming from you, that's how you enjoy giving back to the kids and doing that. So outside of everything else, like, you're a man that cares about the people.
No, of course you have to care about the people. I don't care if it's the same color or skin. Like I'm really with the Black Lives Matter, but I think like everybody don't understand every life matters, but it starts with our own. We have to clean up our own backyard to get results first. You get what I'm saying? Because we can't keep hollering Black Lives Matter and we still killing each other.
No, that's real. That's real. Well, Luce, we appreciate you being on this platform. Thank you. Thank Kelly. But before we get out of here, let them know how they can get in contact you on the social platforms, the single that's out, and anything you want to say to the listeners.
Okay, follow me on all social media at It's Luce Cannon, ITSLUCECANNON. You can get at me through Kelly. I'm pretty sure you could contact her for her email, and also Rick Aaron at radiogod@gmail. And pretty much that's it. But everybody holler at me.
That's right, man. Cookout, 36 O's in the applesauce. You know what it is. G Money, Luce Cannon. We bring the streets to the beach. And I hope you guys have been taking notes, because this is a real street general, but he cares about the people, the kids, and he just out here doing what he got to do.
Yep. Neighborhood.
That's what it is, man. Pacific Push.